was tested for that. And like I say, it was of unknown origin. We're not sure. The whole litter did not have it. Only one puppy had died before the breeder could trace down everybody and figure out what was going on. And that puppy died of aspiration pneumonia, which is what usually causes the death of these dogs early. And so my vet gave me a lot of information, or at least that she could find on the internet about them. She'd never seen one. They didn't study it in vet school. And but I use a vet that works with dogs that have breathing issues. So they had a lot of information about how to handle esophagus issues, ear, nose, and throat, as we call it. And she suggested that I do follow you feed them upright, as the texture of the food, you're going to have to work on how to feed them. But the biggest thing that seemed to be was keeping them upright while you feed them. And there is a chair made for these dogs called a Bailey chair, and it's named after a dog who also had ME, and the owners of that dog designed this chair so the dog could sit and be confined and eat upright and then rest for 30 minutes is what they say is what they'd like you to do. And my vet gave me the name, and I want to make sure I get it right. It's a Facebook group, started about 10 years ago, called Upright Canine Brigade, Megaesophagus Awareness and Support. And let me tell you, that was exactly what they do. There's 20,000 members. All of us have had similar and unsimilar experiences, and we share information of how to help get through things, the way to talk to vets to help them help you. A lot of vets are old school, and their suggestion is you just put it down because it's too much trouble. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk to Kim on this group is because of they're seeing more and more dogs in rescues with this disease. And the disease is manageable if you can find a foster or a person willing to adopt one. These dogs are amazing. They will love your family like no dog you've ever had. And he's very independent. I mean, he's not a needy dog. He is much more so than this one next to me, who is his half-brother, a cousin, I guess. They're from the same poodle line. This one's a Velcro dog. This one is a dog. I am on my own over here. I know you're going to feed me. You always do. This one thinks he's maybe never going to get fed again. So they're just great dogs, and I would like to see more people willing to take a chance on a dog that has special needs and be willing to do the work to get through. It took about 3 months of it's like having an infant, spoon feeding them, holding water, giving them ice instead. I mean, there was a lot of things, and it's stressful because you don't want to cause harm, and you feel like you are because you're not fixing the problem. And by the time he was 7 months old, we had no serious issues. The regurg is annoying, but you learn to be able to wash your rugs and clean up your floors, and he doesn't get treats. The treats that work best for dogs with this issue are usually Gerber puffs or the little yogurt melts. Mm-hmm. And he was trainable without treats. So, they're smart and they want to be loved and taken care of. And he was really willing to do all the work too. I trained him to, instead of sitting in a Bailey chair, and hopefully Kim, I'll give her some photos so you'll be able to see them. He eats from a stool with his slanted bowl on top of a table. And it's in the kitchen with our dining room table, but it's his own table, and he eats from there, and the other dogs eat from dog stand bowls. And he just does his little thing, and he eats his food, and he gets down, but he self-regulates. And a lot of us use what we call a huggy, because this keeps their neck upright. And so instead of running around after eating, Mac will go upstairs, get on a couch or in a chair, and prop his head up for at least 30 to 40 minutes so his food can go down and empty into his stomach. And then he's ready to go outside. He'll run around the yard. People all over the country play with these dogs in the snow. They swim. They do all kinds of things. They camp. They hike. They don't just lay around and do nothing. They're very active. He hunts squirrels. He's a big squirrel chaser. And right now...
Do you see that? Do you hear him? Do you see his ears go up? Squirrel.
Well, he actually saw a buzzard just fly by the window out here. And that's what he's focused on.
Look at Matt. Are you focused? Oh, yeah. I got too close there.
Say, don't take it off that bird. I'm going after him. He's too close to the house.
So basically, these dogs with, I'm just going to say ME because I can't pronounce it, will be able to have a great life if you're able to, know what to do and feed them upright. And
yes.
But some people can't handle the responsibilities, so that's the reason why there's so many at rescues and shelters right now.
It's scary, and I always tell newcomers on the Facebook group, they're so afraid of doing something wrong. I said, anything you're doing is better than putting them down, unless that is the only resort for these dogs. I mean, some are so bad that they humanely should be put down, but the majority of them with care and treatment, and it isn't cheap. I mean, a lot of groups, their vets will help you get through this. He takes a pill every morning and afternoon, which is a motility pill. And I give it that. I just drop it in his food. I don't do a lot of people have to give a lot of different kinds of meds trying to figure out what system works best for them. But I was an oncology nurse and did experimental oncology, and our thinking is always you only do one thing at a time and see how it works. And then you can add something else if that's not working as well. Or you can take that one thing away and try something else. But if you throw everything in the world, all the treatments and medicines, you never know which one is really the one that works. And the less you do, the better it is as far as I'm concerned. And it's the least expensive way of doing it too. He eats canned food. So again, that's an expense, and mostly that's because I'm too lazy to grind up kibble and then moisten it and get it the right consistency. We found a canned food that is literally just what he needs, and so that's what he's been on, and he's been on it for 7.5 years, so it works. He's a good weight. He should be a little bit larger. Since I know this bloodline, he actually should be about 10 pounds more, but he was starving, so he's smaller in size because of that. But he is certainly not smaller in ability to outrun all my other dogs. So he does not like the heat. Texas is probably not the place for this dog. Loves the cold. When we had the snow and the ice, this dog was out. He loved it. He's out in it all day long if he could be. But the heat is a little uncomfortable for him, so he stays in more in the summer. And we don't do long walks or anything. So,
well, he looks very content, and he knows, his condition, so he knows what he's supposed to do. And I really do appreciate you sharing the story of Mac and the condition that he had, and then, letting people know that they can adopt a dog with this condition at a rescue and give them a good life. Yeah. So I do appreciate that. And I'm going to link the Facebook group link for people to join if they have dogs with this condition to get support and learn more about it. But I do want to thank you for being my first interview here of a dog for my channel. And of course, I love Mac, and I'm going to share some pictures of him that you have, plus some that I've taken.
Sure.
And it's going to be great. So,
well, I appreciate you doing it and bringing more awareness to even other dogs with even a different disease, and that they can be managed and can be really good, loving family pets. This dog loves children, and we don't have any at home. But he loves my next door neighbor's kids, and they're good dogs, and they deserve a life too. So
yep. All dogs deserve a life.
That's right. A good life.
Whole purpose of this channel is to share inspiring stories of dogs and how they got a second chance at life. Because like you said, some people can't handle the disease and they just put the dog down because it's too much and too hard. But you gave Mac a great life and a second chance. So I do appreciate that, Connie. And thank you so much. And I can't wait to see what the audience, when they listen to this story, what their feedback is. But thanks so much for sharing.
You're welcome.